Top 10 Poorest Countries in the World. The world has enough wealth and resources to ensure that the entire human race enjoys a basic standard of living. Yet people in countries like Burundi, South Sudan, and the Central African Republic, the three poorest countries in the world, continue to struggle. Number 1. Burundi. The Republic of Burundi has been in conflict consistently since gaining independence from Belgium in 1962. Culminating in the Civil War in 1994, the conflict left nearly 65% of the population living in extreme poverty. Cities lack infrastructure, with very limited access to electricity, sanitation, and clean water. Number 2. South Sudan. South Sudan is the newest nation in the world. It was born on July 9, 2011, 6 years after the agreement that ended the conflict with Sudan, Africa's longest-running civil war. However, violence has continued to ravage this landlocked state of roughly 11 million. Number 3. Central African Republic. The Central African Republic is the third poorest by GDP capita, but the hungriest in the world, with the 2018 Global Hunger Index showing very alarming levels. The majority of the 5.4 million population lives at or below the poverty line, with a life expectancy of only 52.9 years. Number 4. Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC. Since gaining independence from Belgium in 1960, the Congo has suffered decades of rapacious dictatorship, political instability, and constant violence. Number 5. Somalia. Somalia has been one of the countries with years of political instability, rising inflation, and a poor business environment, making the country unreliable for investors and consumers. Somalia is also highly vulnerable to drought, with food scarcity, low vaccination rates, and weak economic forecasts, according to the Economist Intelligence Unit. Number 6. Niger. With 80% of its landlocked territory covered by the Sahara Desert and a rapidly growing population largely dependent upon small-scale agriculture, Niger is under threat from desertification and climate change. Food insecurity is high, as are disease and mortality rates, and the army's recurrent clashes with the jihadist group and Islamic State affiliate Boko Haram have displaced thousands of people. Number 7. Mozambique. More than 30 million Mozambicans receive 3.5 years of education on average. Despite abundant arable land, mineral resources, energy, and water access, most of the population lives in poverty. After a 15-year civil war ended in 1992, corruption and political instability remain, while intensified fighting since April 2011 has rendered the country unreliable for investors. Number 8. Malawi. One of Africa's smallest nations, in recent years, Malawi has made strides in improving economic growth and implementing crucial structural reforms. Nevertheless, poverty is still widespread, and the nation's economy, largely dependent upon rain-fed crops, remains vulnerable to weather-related shocks. Number 9. Liberia. Liberia was ravaged by West African Ebola, with 10,675 people infected and 4,809 people dying between 2014 and 2016. Finally achieving peace, the country still battles poverty, with a third of children stunted by malnutrition. More than 42% of Liberians lack access to clean water, the basis of the repatriation efforts needed to offset poverty. Number 10. Chad. Chad is the 10th largest oil reserve holder among African nations. It is also among the 10 poorest. The landlocked Sahelian country, once an agrarian economy, became an oil producer in 2003, but the sudden windfall brought wealth to a few and misery to many. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you like it, give it a like. And if you want more interesting videos like this, don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.